with a bat by the game for disrespecting it. With a metal baseball bat with a hand on the fence post, they hit it 3 times.
Hey guys, this is Jonathan and Trevor Riley with Hitsquad-Defense, and who are we here with today?
You guys, as you guys know, it's Terrance McKinney, and I'm the owner of the fastest knockout in the lightweight division of UFC.
That's awesome. Terrance, what got you started into martial arts?
Well, I had like this near-death experience where I took shrooms and acid, and I was seeing all this crazy fighting, and I ended up like dying like 3 times, and I was like, dang, if I saw that fighting, God's trying to tell me something. And I just took that as a sign I'm supposed to fight. I went to school 1 more year, dropped out, and chased my dreams.
That's pretty powerful. So God led you into fighting and became a top contender.
Yeah.
And so when did you start training?
I started training when I was 22 years old.
Nice. And how old are you?
I'm 31 years old now.
31. What is something that you would change in your training when you first started versus how you're training now?
I would just be more defensively orientated, I would say, because like I tell people, a good defense leads to great offense.
That's really good. And we know you're a finisher. What's your favorite finish that you've had in any fight?
I would say when I fight this guy Michael Ruiz or something like that, I was in a guard and I like knocked him out and like his legs were stiff. I had to like crawl out of his guard. He was knocked out so bad.
That's awesome. What's some piece of advice that you would give to someone that wants to get into fighting or get into martial arts?
I would say be eager to learn and don't focus on like winning every round. Try stuff. That way you can see what works for you and you can develop. So like just be okay with losing, I'll say. And that's huge. Like set your pride aside and then like you're going to start learning what works for you and you can start developing your style as a fighter.
That's great. You talked about learning from those losses.
Mm-hmm.
What's a valuable lesson that you've learned through a loss rather than a win?
I would just say just how to like have humility and just like I would say what would I say? I would say it just built like just instilled like a strong heart in me. You know what I mean? You got to be able to brush those things off because like at the end of the day you might have to do it again. So you just got to make sure your best performance is better than your last one. You know, just show your improvement and just take it as like, oh yeah, now I get to show my growth. Now I got to show how much better I got instead of, oh man, that sucks. Let me get down in the dirt. Just I take it as motivation. I was like, all right, bet. Now I get to show them my true form.
Yeah, learning from those losses. Don't take it as a negative.
Yeah.
See what you can learn and get better. Come back and show them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Before you walk out into a big sold-out arena, what is going through your head?
I'm just telling myself positive affirmation. I'm like, I'm too fast. I'm too strong. You're too technical, and I just make sure like I'm removing every negative thought, and I start not focusing on like win or losses. Just focus on performing and giving everything I got.
I like it. Yeah, always positive, no negatives going in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have butterflies or nerves, or how do you handle that? I mean, positive talk, but everybody gets
At the
that
end of the day,
feeling.
like you gotta fight. Yeah, it's gonna be nerve wracking regardless. So what I do, I just try to channel the energy, and that's one thing. Like one of my coaches told me that stuck with me. It said that's not you being nervous. That's your body preparing for war, and that just hit me good. And I was like, all right, bet. And then what I do, I just start focus on my breathing, get my heart rate as low as possible, so I can really just channel all that energy and just lock in.
Yeah, that breathing's super important. Keep the heart rate
keep the heart
down.
rate
You're not
low.
too
Yeah.
amped up right before.
Yeah, exactly. So you
Yeah.
save all that adrenaline and power for the fight.
Yeah. Who's someone that you would like to fight next in your next fight?
I'm trying to fight Michael Chandler White House. McGregor's not fighting you, dog. Let's make it happen.
You don't think McGregor's coming back?
No, I think he is. It's just Dana already said.
Oh, yeah.
Not fighting Michael Chandler, yeah.
Yeah, dude, Michael Chandler and you?
Yeah, that
Someone's
was it.
getting
At the
finished.
White House? Yeah. That's what the fans deserve at the White House.
You heard
True
it here.
violence.
Yeah, Terrance versus Michael. Let's see
Yes,
it.
sir.
How much weight do you cut?
It just all varies depending how good I was during camp. But lately I've been 180 on fight week. one like the fight where I fight Slava, I was 180 Wednesday and made 156 uh Friday morning. It was terrible. That's probably the worst weight cut for me. But I try to get within like 175 by the time I get to fight week, and then just work out with the water load. And by the time I start my weight cut, I'm looking to be within like 15 pounds.
Gotcha. Um, what's the hardest part of your weight cut?
Uh, just the last part when you really just like you can't drink no water.
You're done.
My mouth dry. You're like you gotta sit in there just like in the heat. You know, like barely sweating, and you're like, damn, I'm gonna have to sit in for 30 minutes and just you're just praying you start sweating. Yeah, that's the hard part. And I'll just say like just the indiscipline, because sometimes like you put that water on your lip, you're like, oh shit, one little sip. Just like fighting like the temptation for sure.
If you could like, well, what kind of training do you do outside of fight camp? So when you're not in camp, like what kind of weight training do you do? Not just your martial arts.
I really can't lift weights right now because like I'm already a big dude. I'm barely making weight, so I do minimum weights like 45 on a bar at most, just like to maintain the strength and keep the body toned.
Interesting. So you're basically just maintaining. You're not trying to gain anything. You're just basically at the top of your weight.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Just maintaining. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
No, nothing over 45s on the bar whenever I'm lifting squats or bench.
Have you ever felt like that puts you at a disadvantage? Like, have you ever felt like the weaker opponent or like smaller at any point in your fights?
At first when I started, I was like, oh man, dude, I was fast though, but it definitely when they're on top, like you get a lot more tired if they're stronger or bigger in the weight class. So like it feels good to like be at the top or size of the division, matching the lightweights. Like Justin was 185, so it feels good being able to do the same thing now.
Incredible. So like, you would prefer to be a little bit lighter, in strength wise, but be a little bit faster rather than be the bigger guy.
Yeah. If I can get back to like walking like 175, that'd be perfect. Cause speed kills. Yeah.
Definitely. What has helped you, like from beginning to where you are now? What has increased your striking movement, being able to flow a little bit better? Like I know a lot of people struggle with they get a little bit better, but then they kind of plateau very quickly. What has basically pushed you farther with your technique and your striking?
I would say Lee Alves, like he holds the pass for Ruffy and Alex Pierre, training with him and just Fusion Excel all together. Julian Williams, my head coach, like, and then I got Manny Ramirez out there. Like we got such good striking coaches. I'd say, like, and then I got like different like vibe from each coach that where I'm holding mid. So like I'm always learning something from like each guy. So like I would say that's what helped a bunch. Just having different perspective from the striking angles from all these coaches.
Good. I like that. Now when you fight, do you like to have like would you rather have one voice, like a certain coach being able to coach you through grappling and striking and wrestling or whatever you're doing, or would you rather have 4 or 5 different people on your team specializing in each martial art? Like if you had a wrestler coach and a striking coach and a jiu-jitsu, or would you rather have one voice?
It's best to have one voice, especially if you're like a fighter. That way you can hear like build a relationship with that coach. That way you hear his voice while you're in the cage, so you can lock in on it. Because they're gonna see stuff you're not gonna be able to see. So I'll say definitely one-on-one time with coach. Whatever you bring, whoever you see the most, that's who you should bring.
Awesome. And then when you train for your fighting, do you do more of an MMA style, or are you taking separate classes? Like, are you taking separate jiu-jitsu, striking, wrestling classes, or are you kind of just doing a mixed martial art class?
It's kind of all together, and then like I do jiu-jitsu at night, and then I do like strength conditioning midday. I probably train like 3 times a day when I'm in camp.
3 times a day.
Yeah.
And how many days a week do you do that?
Every day except Saturday.
There we go.
Saturday I only train twice a day.
That's incredible. So I have a question for you. Who did you look up to when you first started fighting versus now? Is it the same person? Are they different?
I'll say I looked up to my mom, Michael Chiesa. Just seeing the adversity, him losing his dad, and he's shown like that perseverance for able to still go out there and win the Ultimate Fighter show. and my mom will always like be my motivation because like she started in Chicago. She was a gangster disciple. She was in a gang, got her neck stabbed in the artery, and then got her hand broken with a bat by the gang for disrespecting it with a metal baseball bat with her hand on a fence post. They hit it 3 times. Just seeing how she grinded and never gave up to now living on 5 Mile, like in a super nice house. Like she showed no matter where you come from, no matter what your environment look like, if you just put your head down and really believe in the goals that you got, and no matter what anyone says, just keep pushing towards it, that it will be possible.
Incredible. Incredible.
And then now, like some of the fighters that I watched, that I would say Peter Yan, like he's just a dog. His technique, Corey Sandhagen, like and I like was a big Izzy fan, looked up to him as well. I was like, yeah, so those like kind of guys like I look up to in the fighting community now.
That's awesome.
And then Justin Gaethje as well, like
Absolutely.
Justin Gaethje, like right after my debut, like he gave me a pair of Onyx gloves. They're like $500 gloves, and he gifted me a pair like around Christmas after my debut, and so like that was pretty dope. And then yeah, I look up to him. He's a dog. His mentality, and like when he says what he's gonna go do, and he go gets it done, and that's the kind of people that I respect.
Justin's a real one.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Well, thank you, Terrance, for coming out here and doing the interview, doing the instructional. We really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it.
Yes.
It was a pleasure.
Yes, thank you.